Hello everyone, Saki Bomb back here again. This is another same day. I'm making another video. This time I'm going to be talking about the group called the Invaders, which I have a complete run on. They only did 41 issues of this book right here. Um, this right here is my giant size invader. It's got this really big stain right here. But the I saw this uh, comic book store I go to. Usually when the comic store owner, his name's Eric. He gave me a really good deal. Usually when some new books came in, he let me check it out. I saw this one there, and he gave me a really good deal in this book because I didn't have this one. This was one of the books I was missing from my collection. I'm going to upgrade to get a better one, but for right now, it makes my series complete. So I'm happy with this one. the what I like now, this Invaders is one of those, to me, was like another one of those attempt superhero group. I think this group was created to sort of like your wartime superheroes. The primary members of this is basically Captain America, Bucky, Submariner, and the android Human Torch. The same android Human Torch which there was once believed to have been Vision at one point, which they thought that they found his body and they created him and made him into Vision. Then later on, that was proved to be false. He was just away in or he was stored away in a warehouse, and John Byrne did it cleared it out when John Byrne did a series with Namor, and you look into those issues and you'll see it today about this. Um, I love this. I love the group. I love the comic. But there were some things I was confused about it though. Um, it's like, this is back in the wartime, which then, of course, when Captain America falls into the ice and he goes into that suspended sleep. Uh, but he was once a team member of Namor, and when him and Namor met before, they act like they didn't even know each other. Like, you figure that Namor would realize this is a friend and an ally, especially when he got against the Avengers that he fought with side with during the war, and they just didn't have that chemistry, which I always thought was weird. I always felt like Captain America and Submariner should have been the best of pals. But like I said, it's another group that comic book that I liked when I was younger. I definitely picked up these books. I thought there was another. The only reason why these books come and go sometimes, because I think they don't really do a very good character development between the team members. They don't catch that chemistry like what Chris Claremont did with X-Men, where he just didn't make them just a group, but he brought this really good chemistry between the members of the X-Men that really brought them closer to a family. I wish he did some writing for the Invaders, even bring them back like this, because sometimes I think that's the one chemistry a lot of these comic books are missing. They're not There's not chemistry among the heroes themselves. These are some of the other characters that they had during the wartime. But like I said, I really like this series. I wish they did attempt to bring back some of the other volumes of this. Um, oh, Baron Zemo. I'm sorry, Baron Zemo. Baron's Baron Blood. I apologize. This is Baron Blood. This is also his very first appearance. Uh, uh, it's another vampire and everything like that. I have a series where Captain America actually sort of puts an end to him, and I'll bring that on later on. I speak about that character, which is really good. Of course, your Union Jack, another great character. He is like their Britain's version of I want to say Captain America, but their Defender. You see here Submariner, Bucky, Captain America, Human Torch, and I think it's this Toro. Um, it's good to see that. Oh, I got actually two of those. these these books I like them. I really liked them a lot when I was younger and everything like that. It was another. I was really big into team group superheroes. Invaders. That's not two of those. Huh, yeah, two of those too. Look at this. Not two of them. I got three of them. Huh. Well, it shows you. I think what it is, especially if I see these books, sometimes you'd be surprised. You might find these books in like sometimes in the dollar bin. And if I see them and if I see them in good condition, I'll pick it up. Truthfully, these books are going for the average price. You could probably pay the average of $7 to $8 for each one of these books and everything like that, except for issue 1 and probably the last one, which is issue 41, because it's the first appearance and the last issue. You might be paying, or there are keyer ones in here too. This was this Spitfire, yeah, Spitfire. Fantastic Four. There's some stuff about her. The chemicals that made her is that I think her name was Nova. When she was a child, she got infected with those chemicals that made her to that. It's in the Fantastic Four series that you'll see that they're connected somehow. You'll see the chemistry, the chemicals that was used to make her. It made her into I think the character female Nova, something like that. But like I said, really really good. I think once again John Byrne is involved in that. So, but great series. I love these. Oh, I got 2 of these. I love these sort of. I think they were the heroes of the basically the wartime. So you have all kinds of patriotic heroes back then, and it's just like and today. Captain America is probably one of course, Submariner. I think it would make Submariner so important because, like I said, he is a mutant, and his mutant abilities helps prolong his life. He's almost like 100 plus a year. Master Man. John Byrne also did this with looking. I liked it with John Byrne. He's doing Namor, and he brought back Master Man and some of the other characters from the past, which I thought too. Which was I thought good too. Bringing up some of these old characters back during wartime and everything like that. But I really like the Invaders. This is probably one of my favorite female characters. She's a warrior woman. Yeah. She was forced into a relationship from Hitler to Master Man because they were trying to create the perfect human race. But she despised Master Man. She thought he was just a bundling idiot. She just despised him. But once again, that's what makes it good when you put that type of weird chemistry of the characters, everything like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's just like I love these Invaders. It was really book was it's another book that was never really boring. I was excited every chance I get to pick up the book when I didn't have too many. Think about me. I'm kind of got lucky and got blessed for some of these books. I didn't really have a comic book store where when I grew up, I basically had a store called Bookseller, and sometimes when I was buying my books, I either would get them from the convenience store. They had one of those comic book carousels that they have books in there, and I would just it took me a long time to figure out how some of that stuff worked because also too, if you had them at Lawson's or and then also too, where I was getting most of my back issues is like when my mom on weekends she liked to go into either flea markets or nickel dime stores, and then she would take us with her, some of the kids with us, and then sometimes if I got lucky I was with her, I would go to an area and I would find someone who had some old comic books that they were selling at the time, and she would give me some money. She always usually gave me something like $5 or $7, and then I would just come home with a whole bunch of books. So and like I said, these back then we I didn't have we didn't have internet, all that, and then most of your TV channels, you didn't have nowhere as many TV channels as they do today. So you found other ways to entertain yourself, and for me my big entertaining thing was comic books back then. I just love these books. It would just take you away take you into another imaginary world for a little while. Like I said, I had a routine. Once I understood how it worked buying the convenience, my routine was like it was Wednesday. I would go over there every Wednesday with my allowance, what money I had. I would buy books. There was Burger King right across the street. I would go Burger King. I get my Whopper, my fries, and my shake. And there was this other fast food place called Chicken Galore, and they had these pink cookies I just absolutely loved. And I would buy those pink cookies too, and then I would just take these. I would take that food and these books. I would have the average maybe I don't know, maybe uh, 10 or 12 books with me because, like I said, that's a great thing too. Also, too, that with money I have for allowance of like it allowed me to buy quite a few of these books. The book was pretty cheap, but like I said, I had all that, and I would just go up to the room. I closed the door, and I was just Wednesdays was just heaven day for me. I would just go in the room, have my food, eat, read my books, and then I would sometimes I had those audio records. You know what I mean? Like it's the comic books with the audio record. I would have them playing in the background when I'm looking at my books and eating my food and stuff like. Oh man, it was. I didn't need TV then. I didn't need TV. It was paradise. You look at it and laugh at it right now. It's funny. You can laugh. It's funny, but it's just like it was those little things as a kid, as a child, you just took, and it just brought you so much joy and pleasure. It's the simple things. I think that's something that's missing nowadays. Sometimes people just got to take back and just enjoy sometimes just the most simplest things, you know. And for me, comic books was it. It was just a simple thing that I liked. And Wednesday was every time it was Wednesday was just great for me, especially on rainy days because then you had no choice but to stay inside, you know. So I had my outlook, you know. But my books were, like I said, I keep on telling you, I don't mind the wear and tear of my books because I, I was never a big fan put them in the bags and boards. I really never was because once I put them in, it was hard to get back, open them back up and read them. I left them out because I just love looking in them. You know what I mean? So my books had a lot of wear and tear on them. So, but that's okay. You know, right now as I'm older, I wish I took better care of them. Not that I was abusive, but it's just more that I just didn't bag and board them the way I should have. And so I got a lot of stuff that's got a lot of wear and tear on it. But there's still each book. I heard someone say that each book is more of a comic book represents. It's a time capsule, and it's just it reminds you of a more greater time. You know, when you're a child, and that's where I think that's why I like coming to today because it reminds me I still have that child in me that enjoys that. You know, so but you know. Once again, like I said, it was the another great book a series. If you're interested, check them out. You won't be like you'll love them. You'll really like these books right here. The Invaders was really great. Like you see, I see Zemo was really just a main antagonist in this right here, and in these books like that. But don't worry, Captain America sort of took care of in this book. I'll show you those later on. Then there's the final issue. This is issue 41. This was the final run on the Invaders book. Of course, once I found another one in my comic store, and I was able to find another one. I got this one also too. This one's a really high grade, so I got a really high grade of issue 1 and issue 41. Like I said, anytime I'll try to. If I see these books, since right now the series is complete for me. What I'll do right now is I'll go through just like that giant size one. I'll get a replacement for that. When I'm trying to complete a run, I'll if the book's in bad shape, as long as the book's complete, I'll buy it. You know what I mean? Because that helps me complete my run. But once my run's complete, then I'll go back and I say, it's okay, I want to replace this issue. Not replace it, but just upgrade this issue, upgrade this issue, upgrade this issue, because give me a nicer set. Either way, I'd be happy with it. But that's one of the trade secrets I do for me when it comes to trying to complete runs. Like I said, I'm not. Some books I want it the full run. Some I just want the part of the series, and others are just it might just be I tried the book and it just didn't work out for me at all, you know. And then there's some ones I think right for me it's like the main one I probably won't try to get is probably Spider-Man. I lost mine, and right now it it hurts to try to buy these books right now, the Spider-Man ones, because what I paid for them back then compared to what they're going for right now. I'm not gonna lie to you, I did not have a lot of the 12 cents. I did not. So but then I was close to having a good run, but it's right now it's beyond my reach. So for all those who have Spider-Mans, I would love to see some of your collections. And it's just like bring back some good old memories. I do have some, but not a good run like I used to before. And that's because I just lost them. So, but like I said, time capsules and things that bring you a little pleasure. Take pleasure in the little things, people. This is Soggy Bottom signing out. You enjoy yourself now, okay? Bye-bye.